Good afternoon. Welcome to Belfort Training Center here at Little Caesars Arena, downtown Detroit. Maha matchup between Fox Motors and Little Caesars. Teams have met 3 times this season. Fox with a 2-1 lead in the series. Fox will start Mason Martin in net. Jack Langen and Andrew Krochok at D. Dylan Lightfield, Ryan Teuscher, Ryder Adams at forward. 17-minute period. There we go. Caesars wins the draw. Gets this in deep past Langen. Divine Mason, Andrew, first one there. Rims it around to Dylan. Dylan delays, takes a hit. Up tied up. Poke free to Ryder. Ryder with it. Goes to break on. Gets that taken away from him. Chipped in deep by Caesars behind the goal line. Langen rims around to Dylan. Dylan through the contact. Puck down low with Langen. Off his stick. Caesars with it now. On the goal line. Andrew pokes it behind the net. Caesars still with it behind the net now. Comes out near side. Spin shot. Tipped wide. Rimmed around. Caesars backs this in deep. Andrew picks it up. He's got a little bit of time. Goes deep to Langen. Fox gets a change. Langen looking for a pass. Throws it off the boards. Dangerous. Fox never touches it. No too many men. Caesars with it through the middle. Connects. Penny's line out now. Penny ball offsides in tie. Takes off in front of the Fox bench. Ball in to take the draw. Takes off one. Caesars. Red line in deep. Mason can't get there. Caesars lets the D get the shot. Mason puts his up into the board. Caesars with it. Rimmed up to the point. Shot. Mason. Side of the net. Full ball. Ball's not going to get there. Caesars still with it. Up to the point. Shot through. Save. Same five. Duraney and Coops with Molyneux, Ball, Penny. Face off to left of Mason. Face off one by Caesars. Up to the point. D to D. High pressures. Gets around him. Far side doesn't connect. Puck rims all the way out. Caesars picks this up at the red line. Caesars with it. Near side, far side now. Chipped around. Ball. He gets this back. Tries to throw it in deep. Hits a skate. Caesars with it. Through the middle. Doesn't connect. Parker takes it. Goes off the wall for Antea. Antea stood up. Hart's with it. Hart skates in. Poked off his stick. Hart's tied up. Kicks free to Antea. Caesars exits with it. 1-on-2. It's around Andrew. Poked away. Caesars still with it. Sets up. Shot goes through the crease. Rimmed around. Andrew over for it. Pokes this away. Gets help from Fink. Fink stabs at this. Gets there. Off the glass. Bad bounce through the middle to Caesars. Gets around Fink. Top with it now. Shot. Mason saves. Hard behind the net. Center pass taken away by Andrew. Andrew with it. Skates this out through the middle. Going to get a penalty here on Caesars. Fox to the power play. Yeah. Only about 3 seconds late. But yeah, it was a good hit. Yeah, so do I. Funny joke. Yeah, so do I. You're funny. Face off one to Parker. Ryan with it. Down low. Shot saved. Loose. Dylan. Hands on it. Caesars throws this down. Mason out to play it. Parker with it. Ryan exits. Pokes off his stick. Ryan still with it. Turned over. Parker cuts this off. Heads up ice. Through the middle. Through the contact. Parker still with it. Parker drops for Dylan. Dylan pokes through to Ryan. Ryan sets up. Off a stick to Parker. Parker over the line. Parker with it. Down low for Jack. Jack through the middle misses Dylan. Ryan off the boards with it at the hash marks. Down low. Hits a stick. Near side. Langan backhands this. Ryan with a stick with Caesars is going to get there. Rims this all the way down. 1 minute left on the power play. Mason sets it up for Parker. Parker exits. 2 ball. Ball turned over. 2-on-1. Kai gets back with a hit ball. Picks it up. Ball chips to Kai. Kai through the middle of the ball. 35 seconds. Ball in between two. Skates up ice. Drops to Costa. Costa sends one through. Taken by Caesars. Hits the one player. And his stick now. Off the boards. Connects. On sides. Connects. Behind Costa. Shot. Save. Mason. Still loose. Nope. Covered. Hart's, Day, Thornton, Krochok, Langan left. 18 seconds left on the penalty. Or on the power play, rather. Hart's going to take the draw. Won by Caesars out of the zone. He picks it up. Sends this all the way down. Mason stops it on the goal line. 10 seconds left on the power play. Andrew with it. Andrew comes out with it. Over to Hart's. That will do it for the power play. Hart's brings us in the zone. Drops for Day. Taken away. Comes to Kale. Kale slides this up to Andrew. Keeps this in. Sends it down low. Picked off before Day can get it. Caesars with numbers. And the three shot through the crease. It's around Day. Shot through. Tip wide. Kale chips this out of the zone. Caesars far side. Connects. Shot through. Side of the net. Kale back along Andrew. Ties this up with Parker. Parker, Andrew. Caesar still with it. Ryan exits with it. Through the middle. Ryan drags it over to Parker. Parker to Ryder in his skates. Bounces free. Caesar's with it. Through the middle. Doesn't connect. No icing. Granville out with Delaney, Toysher, Lakefield, Adams. Puck ring around. Taken by Dylan. Dylan around one. Backhander. Doesn't connect. Caesar's back with it. Into the slot. Poked away by Parker. Rim down low. Shot hand on. Shot wide. Poked it away by Mason. Puck up to the point now. Shot through one. Ryder over. He drops this for Parker. Parker rims it hard around. It's out of the zone. Those things waved off. Balls line out. Poked away by Caesars. Connects to near side now. In on Lenny. Pass far side. Down low now. Poked behind the goalie by Coops. Coops with it. Up ahead for Kai. Kai off the glass. Braxton taking off this puck. Through the middle. Caesars with it. Far side. Coops with the hit. Ball skates into this. Still with it. Rims it around for Kai. Tied up. Puck comes down low to Lenny. Center pass. That's in. Yankee Crowtrop, Norrington, and Taya Hartz. Face off one seed. D to D, doesn't connect, and Taya gets the stick on this, slows it down. Fink with the hit. Hartz has his stick tied up. Puck poked away by Fink. Hartz exits with it. He's got a Taya and Thornton. Moves it over to Kale. Kale throws one through the middle of the Hartz in his feet. Hartz gets it back, drops it for Taya, doesn't connect. And Taya gets his stick on this. Now Caesars exits with it. Through the middle, taken away by Hartz. Hartz moves this in deep. And Taya on the forecheck. Through the middle, that connects. And on Andrew. Andrew pokes this away. Side of the net, puck through the middle, doesn't connect. Couple of eights down low, shot wide, tipped wide to Taya. Taya takes a hit, seals it up, gets help from Fink, moves it behind the net to Andrew. Andrew near side to Kale. Kale through the middle, hits his skate, goes right on Mason. Mason, Andrew, back to Kale. Kale skates this out. Red line deep. That bounces on that. Goalie plays it to almost to Ryan. Puck shift in deep by Caesars. Mason stops this. On his backhand, sauces one over. Parker's stick to Ryder. Ryder tries to go through the feet, hits the skates. Comes back to Ryan now. Ryan flips this far side. No icing. Dylan gets chase. Caesars picks this up. D goes off the handboard behind the net. Near side D with it now. Through the middle. Gets past Parker. Langen picks this up. Langen gets into it. Max got Dylan with him. Offsides. Falling takes a drop. Tied up in the feet. Caesars comes away with it. Chipped in deep on Mason. Gloves this down. Covers. Stop behind the net. Pink. Picks this up. Goes behind Mason. The boards. Doesn't connect with Braxton. Glove down. Coops with it behind the net now. Coops wins this around to Kai. Kai chips through the middle. Ball can't pull this up. Kai tied up. Coops with it now. Coops has his stick tied up. Two Caesars collide on him. Rimmed up top. Kai can't pull this out. Caesars still with it. At the blue line, sent down deep. Shot goes wide. Ball ties him up. Coops with the puck. Coops off the glass. Stuffed in by Caesars. Puck into the Bucks bench. Hartz and Taylor, Joey, Granville, Kochak. Puck thrown in deep on Mason. Andrew picks this up. Flips it to Day. Day's pass intercepted. Caesars through the middle. Hartz takes this away. And Taya, first one there. Chips it off the boards for Hartz. Hartz has Day with him. Hartz enters his zone. Tries to drag through. Can't. Hartz knocked off that puck. Day with the hit. Puck in the corner. Granville comes for it. Throws this back in. Puck too far for Day. Caesars with it. D to D behind the net. Near side. Chips through the middle. Right to Ryan. Ryan picks this up and goes wide. In his feet. Ryan still with it. Rest of Fox changes. Ryan back. His one just too far for Adams. Puck down low. Dylan catches this. Takes the hit. Gets it to Ryder. Puck with Ryan. Ryan tries to slide one through. Parker side of the net. Shot saved. Parker still with it. Moves it to Ryan. Ryan side of the net. Goalie knocks the net off. Ryan Ryder, Dylan, Lenny Parker. Caesars with this. Parker stops this. Adams with it. Chip too far. Caesars breaks back in 3-on-2. In on Parker. Through the middle, wide. Shot block comes to Ryan. Ryan's got Ryder up ahead. Hits his glove, comes down the goalie, throws it behind his net, rims around near side. Caesars exits through the middle, near side now. Splits the D. Goes wide. Coops is Penny's helmet comes off. Braxton's off, days on. With Ball, Kai, Coops, Langen. Ball thrown out. Kai is going to come in to take it. Face off one to Langen. Langen with it. Through the middle, misses ball. Not going to ice though. Ball. First to speed, gets there. The stick's tied up. Day on the back check, gets by him. Coops. Oh boy, Kai usually with the hack. Now with the hit. Puck behind the net with Caesar. Coops tries to tie him up. Centering pass taken by Mason. Tied up, comes to Kai. Ice up chip, glove down by Caesars. Break it right back in, 3-on-3. Kai gets a stick on this shot. Mason saves. Priest. Chip down low. Back up top. Shot. Mason saves. Loose. Kai throws this off the boards. That might be on net. It is. Caesars plays this along. Comes through the middle to Hartz. Skips past Kale, and Kale ties it up. Now it's thrown in deep. Andrew gives chase. He's tied up. Behind the net now. Caesars with it. Up to the point. Shot. Wide. Shot blocked by Kale or Hartz. I'm not sure who. Behind the net. Andrew and Hartz. Hartz with the hit. Kale goes down for it. Off the glass. Nope. I'm going to say that hit the net. Ryan's line back out. Krochal can think. Caesars wins this draw. Side of the net. Goal line. Taken away. Ryan tries to get there. Has his stick lifted. Puck comes to Andrew. He takes a look. Throws it behind the net for Fink. Fink. Through the middle. Misses Ryan. Misses everybody. Icing. Face off one to Andrew. Andrew skates around. Puck in his feet. Hits a stick. Through the middle. Poked in deep. Puck hits Ryan's stick. Ryan tied up. Can't drag this through. Caesars throws this down. Icing. Granville and Durante with Ryan Ryder Dylan. Face Shot tied up. Caesars with it behind the net. Near side. Through the middle. Gets a stick on this. Parker with it. Going through the middle. Picked off by Caesars. Gets in behind the D. Ball, Penny, Molyneux, Henning, Langen. It's up one forward by Ball, right to Caesars. D with it. Throws this in, tipped in deep. Mason out to play it. Sets this up for Langen. Langen runs around for Braxton. Takes it off the wall, misses. Ball through the middle. Lenny with a hit. Takes this away. Caesars gets it right back. Shot over the net. Or hits the netting. Ryan's line right back out for the D zone draw. Out with second Langen and Lenny. Ryan wins this. At the hash marks, Ryan has it. Chips it up for Ryder. Chips it back to Ryan. Ryan tries to split the D, taking off that puck in the corner. Caesars chips out of the zone. Poked away. Onside. Caesars enters. Shot is blocked. Caesars gets it right back there. Turns the corner, gets the middle. Parker pokes it away. Backside shot. Mason saves. Loose. Side of the net. Ryan rims this. Not out. In the feet. Past Dylan. Dylan gets it back. Has that taken away from him. Shot. Near side corner. Parker gives chase. Pokes this away. Langen with the stick lift. Langen with the puck. Not out. Down low. Big bounce off the boards into the corner. Caesars with it. Far side now. Around the circle. Top of the shot. Through to Mason. Backhanded. Not out. Shot blocked by Parker into the corner. This line is exhausted right now. There's the corner. Shot. Hands on it. It's in the corner. Parker ridden off this. Caesars gets it right back. Up to the point. Shot. Dylan with a block. Comes right back to him. Shot over the net. Right up. Caesars has rotated through all lines while this line has been stuck out there. Blocked by Langen. Ryder fans on it. To the point. Shot. Mason saves. Up in the air. Caesars plays us with a high stick. We'll get a whistle. Faceoff will come down into the offensive zone. Mason, Kale, Jake, Costa, Andrew. Faceoff one, Caesars. Andrew with it. Red line, chips back in deep. Fox tags up. Reverses it. Hearts gives chase. Through the middle. Kale seals him up. Andrew with the puck. Chips out of the zone. Tied up in Antea's skate. Pull through to Coops. Coops chips through the middle to Antea. He's got Hearts with him. Kale trails. And Taya sends one on net, blockered away. Caesars, Kale pokes this in deep for Hearts. Taken away from him. Caesars with it, rimmed around. Coops doesn't get there. Caesars pulls it out. Costa with the hit. Kale with the puck. Flips this out of his own to Hearts. Hearts to Antea. Antea throws this in deep. Ball's line out now. In the middle. Oh, connects onside. Shot saved by Mason. Oh, no. Think take it down, and we'll get a trip here. Fox will go to the power play. 11.5 seconds left. First period. Dylan, Ryan, Ryder, Andrew, Parker. Off. Caesars tries to tip around, falls down the. Oh, geez. Parker tripped down again, but we'll play on. Through the middle, take it. Oh, that's going to be outside. All right, start of the second period. Fox trails 2-0. Minute 49 on the power play here. Ryan, Ryder, Dylan, Andrew, Parker. Face off. Tied up. Caesar throws this in deep. Andrew with it. Near side, Parker. Parker skates it through. Hits Ryder's stick. Poked away by Caesars. They will enter the zone with speed. Andrew pokes it away. Thrown in deep. Mason doesn't get there. Ryan does. Ryan backhands this behind the net for Parker. Parker with it. This is Ryan. Caesars will take this. Tipped in deep. Hits Parker's skate. He enters the zone with it. Caesars rims this around. Kai off the bench will stop this. Bounces off his stick. Gets it back. Kai still with it. Down low. Tries to move it up to Andrew. Now he does. Andrew pokes it down to Kai. Kai through the middle. Picks off. Flips out of his zone. Andrew's got to get over for it. He does. 49 seconds left on the power play. Andrew chips to Kai. Goes to get a change. Kai, nope. Goes back to Andrew. Andrew up the ball. Ball chips in deep. Caesar picks this up. Throws it off the boards. Langen keeps it in. Jack walks down with it. Moves it back to Easton. Easton sends one through. Save. Braxton can get a tip on it. Kai with it. It's tied up. Guys, help. We're on the power play here. Poked out of the zone. And on Mason, 20 seconds left. Mason moves this up for Jack. Langen with it. He has to peel out. Throws this up for Kai. Kai brings it back in the zone. Costa with it. Hartz pops it out to Costa. Over near side to Langen. Langen with it. Langen enters the zone. He's got Kai and Penny. Kai tries to hit Penny, misses him. Caesars exits Jesus. In behind the D. Mason saves, holds. Antea and Thornton join Hartz out there with Delaney and Fink. Hartz wins this draw. It's in his skates. He goes down, gets it to Antea. Antea exits. He waits. Now he skates it out. Poked away from him into the corner. Antea still with it. Picks it ahead. He's tied up. Gets up from Hartz now. Comes to Kale. He's tied up now. Caesars takes this, throws it off the glass. Right to Fink. Fink sends one down. Set into the corner by the goalie. Caesars with it. Kale pokes this away, forces him back, and Tay all over him. Jake forces him to reverse. Tail steps up. Chip past 10. Out of the zone to Ryan to Fink. Ryan's line out. Andrew with it. Flips around to himself. Still with it. Goes through the middle of the Granville. Granville to Dylan. He's back into the Cindy. Adams gives chase. Near side. Through the middle connects. Beyond Granville. Andrew dives. Gets a stick on it. Puck to Ryan. Ryan bouncing puck comes to Andrew. Andrew can't gather it. Caesars breaks it right back in on Granville. Drop to the D. Goes around Ryan. Shot. Mason saves. Did Granville's feet. He can't find it. Poked down to Mason. He puts it behind the net. Ryan rims it right up to the point. Caesars with it. Shot. Saved by Mason. Cycled up top now. Ryan blocks this up in the air. Right to Caesars goes. Shot. Saved. Mason covers in the crease. Ball Penny Day now with Lenny and Langen. Penny wins this. Lenny behind the net now. Moves it to Day. Day ahead to Braxton. Braxton off his stick into the corner. Braxton on the goal line. Tries to send 1-3. Taken away. Day doesn't get enough of him. Puck out of the zone. Caesars with it near side. Through the middle. Lenny gets a stick on this. Out of harm's way. Shot. Hits Mason. Covers. Hartz and Taya Thornton out now. Lenny and Langen stay. Face off one to Lenny. Rims it over to Kale. Oh, bad bounce comes right to Taya though. Taya exits. Enters with Hartz. 2-on-1. Over to Hartz. Shoots. Save. Taya tied up. Poked it back in by Kale. Kicked around. Kale over for it. Kale with a hit. Puck pops free to the neutral zone now. And on Lenny. Costa takes this away. Throws it over to the wall for Lenny. Lenny. Costa goes down behind the play. Fox is going to go to the power play here. I suppose that wasn't a penalty either. So Ryan, Dylan, Ryder, Andrew Parker. Takes off one right down to Mason. Plays it to Parker. Drops it for Ryan. Ryan throws it off the boards. Too far for nope, skates into it. Ryan and Andrew taking off his stick. Caesars now in on Parker. Chips in deep. Mason with it. Gives it for Dylan. Dylan winds up. Dylan turned over. Caesars tries to throw it back in deep. Can't. Now they do. Parker to Ryder. Chips in deep to Dylan. Dylan moves it in deeper. Knocked off this up. It's out from Ryder. Ryder throws this up to Parker. Parker poked away from him. Off to the races. Shot to the crease. Ryan to Mrs. Parker. Just not connecting today. Thrown all the way down to Mason. 52 seconds left on the power play. Langen leaves it to Ty. Ty skates by it. Jack with it. Jack ahead to Braxton. Braxton pulls this in. Caesars tries to kick it. Braxton gets it back. Braxton with it. Drops for Kai. On the goal line. Kai with it. Kai sauces 1-3 to Fink. Fink walks down. Oh boy. Langen does all he can just to move it to a safe space. Kai at the dot. Shot. Saved. Side of the net behind the net. Penny pulls it along. 20 seconds left. Oh, gets it to Langen. Langen over to Kai. Kai sauces one to Fink. Fink to Langen. Langen sets it through. Penny with a tip. Goes wide. Penny with it now. Rolling puck. Comes the ball. Ball flows one over to Kai. Even strength now. Ball, or rather, Penny rims it around for Fink. Fink stands on this. Caesars with it. Chip to the D. Through the middle. Thrown through the middle. Hits. Parts the stick. Comes to Parker. Parker rims this around. Kai gets there. Goes back to the puck. Flips through the middle of the day. Day gathers. He's got Hearts up ahead. Pokes it. Knocked out of the zone by Caesars. Kai is off. Through the middle. Parker gets a stick on this. Bouncing puck. Behind the net. Caesars goes with it. Puck D to D. Shot. Makes an easy save. So we're going to do the ice cut now. All right, back to the start, second half here. Fox trails 2-0. Face off to be in the Fox offensive zone, or defensive zone rather. We have Duraney and Coops with Adams, Penny, Cloister. So small change here to the line. Face off Caesars. Up to the deep. Got through wide. Rims around. Penny gets chase. Caesars backhands this in deep. Glove down. Excuse me. Side of the net with it. Ooh, through the crease. Comes to Penny. Penny knocked off this one. Gets it back. Tips it out of the zone. Adams gives chase. Caesars gets there first. Adams gets a stick on the set the blue line. Slows it down. Knocked in the zone. Fans on it. Ryan with it. Back here. Score! Ryan Toysher. First goal of the game. Fox right back in it now. Langan and Krochoff, Mawanu, Lakefield ball. Just off at center ice. Ball in to take the draw. One, Caesars D with it. Gets past Dylan, chips near side through the middle. Enters the zone. Tries to go around the screen. Mason saves. Up comes to Andrew. To Dylan. Dylan chips not out. Rim back in by Caesars. Puck tied up. Comes to Langan. Langan with it. Got Andrew. Oh, hits a helmet. Turned over. Caesars offside. Taya Hart, Storington, Duraney, Henning. Face off one by Caesars. Rimmed in. Mason gets a stick on this. Comes to Parker. Parker, rolling puck, settles it down. So Taya off a stick, right to Parker. Parker skates this out. Pokes it along to Kale. Kale has that poke past him, right to Lenny now. Lenny enters, chips in deep. Goalie plays this along. D cycles through the middle, doesn't connect, icing. Penny, Adams, Toysher over the boards now. Caesars thrown out of the dot. It's on one of the wall. Ryan moves it up to Costa. Costa walks, shot, blocker save. Caesars throws this out. Pink throws it right back in. Ooh, almost hits the ref. Adams touches up. Penny races in for it. On the net, Caesars with it. Cycled. Braxton puts pressure on. Caesars with it, near side now. Tripped in deep. Mason plays this for Fink. Fink rims it around for Penny. Penny off the skate to Ryan. Ryan chips to Adams. Adams back to Ryan through his feet. Penny gets a skate on this. Oh, we're in the offsides. Randall and Crochalk with Lightfield, Ball, and Kai. Takes off all the way far wall. Caesars gets there first. Picks it up. Stays on sides. Shot. Mason saves. Poked away by Granville out of the zone. Caesars retreats for it. Ball on the forecheck. Caesars with it now. Kai takes this away at the blue line. got ball, can't get it to him. Goes to Dylan. Dylan enters off his stick. Caesars gets it back. Behind the net with it now. Dylan fixes his pocket, takes it away, kicks it to himself, slides it. Oh, misses Hart's stick. Caesars near side. Full pass, Jack. Jack gets back, gets a stick on this, slows the rush. Caesars still with it, turns the corner. Moves it up to the point now. Shot. Club save. Day joins Hart, Sam, and Taya. Takes off one. Caesars. Shot. Blocked. Out of the net. Parker. Shot. Blocked by Parker again. Into the corner. Tied up. Caesars gets this. Rim near side now. Cycled in behind the goal line. Parker one-hands this along. Skates into it. Parker kicks it ahead. He's got Antaya with him. Antaya enters with Jay, and Parker poked away by the D. Caesars up ahead. Icing's waved off. Mason plays this. Leaves it for Coops. Coops stands on this. To the middle. Caesars with it. Penny swipes at it. Doesn't get it kept in. Now it's out. Sent in deep. Martin puts it up in the trapezoid. Moves it. Misses Parker off the boards right to Caesars. Around Parker. Diving stick. Parker gets this. Out of harm's way. Parker rims it around. That's going to be an icing. Ryan wins his draw. Coops with it. Sends it off the boards for Penny. Penny skates into it. Kicks it ahead. Ridden off that puck. Ryan after him. Caesars with it. Gets by Ryder with speed. Tips past Pink. Pass hits skate, or stick rather. Sent in deep. Caesars up to the point now. Shot tipped wide. Pink with him in the corner. Then past him, gets down low. Shot doesn't go through. Adams chips, not out though. Caesars keeps it at the blue line. Sent down low, behind the goal line. Bounces to Fink. Fink off the boards. That's going to be, I think, Ty, Dylan, Easton, Andrew, Lenny. Face off, comes to Mason, sets it up behind the net, gets taken away from Lenny. Andrew down low, gets his stick on this. Easton in support with the puck, throws it off the boards right to Caesars. Caesars with it. To the middle, doesn't connect. That might geometry on net though. Mason has to play it. Andrew cycled, not out. Ball with the hack. Andrew stands him up. And he's going to get a penalty. Andrew with right. Hearts and Toysher. Langen and Durant. 2-minute power play here for Caesars. 4:09 left, second period. Ryan tries to win this. Out of zone, doesn't. D to D. Through the middle, wide. Caesars up to the point. Through the D. Down low. Through the middle. Tipped wide. Shot through. Mason saves. Takes off one by Ryan out of the zone. 1:30 left on the power play. Dropped. Far side connects. Enters in, rimmed around. Up to the point now. D to D. Down low. Far side doesn't connect. Regathers. Sends it down low. Side of the net. Mason pokes this away. Parker can't gather it. Caesar still with it. It's top now. Slides it over. Walks down. Shot. Glove save. 59 seconds left on the power play. It's off. One by Caesar. Shot blocked by Ryder. To the point. Caesar's with it. Goes wide. To the bumper. Fans on the shot. Shot through. Blocked, I think, Dylan. Fink with the hit. Scoops. Gets the skate on this. Scoops goes down. Tied up. 30 seconds left on the power play now. Puck rims around. Fink. Steps. Pokes this. Dylan is not going to get there. Puck kept in. Thrown over to Caesars. Kicks it out of the zone. D to D. 15 seconds left. Fink with the hit. Puck in deep. Scoops ties him up. Caesars with the puck. That will do it for the power play. Fox kills it off. 3 defensemen out there, though. Shot through, over the net. Andrew races over. He's not going to get there. Adams does so. Can't get this out. Adams ties it up. Caesar takes it away. Puck bounces free at the blue line. Kept in. Shot through. Loose. Shot over the net. Dylan and Andrew comes to Costa. Costa not going to get this out. Mason hits the knob. Up into the net by Caesars. Penny, Ball, Molyneux, Delaney, Granville. Off one to the wall. Parker moves it down low for Granville. Granville spreads it along back to Parker. Parker off the glass, out of the zone. Penny gets chased. Penny drugged down. He's not going to get anything there. Through the middle. Parker with the hit. Slows this down. Caesars enters though. Shot through the crease. Tipped wide. Granville goes down, gets back up. Caesars with the puck. Through the middle. He calls that one, but not the obvious one before it. Granville with no stick. Shot makes it safe. Behind the net. Parker touches it along. To the box. Dylan and Ryan, Langan and Coops. Face off one by Caesars. D to D. Doesn't connect. Down low. Shot doesn't get through. Caesars with it. Point. D to D. Walks down. Rolling puck. Gets it back. At the dot now. Up to the point. Near side. Back up top. Shot through. Easy save. 15 seconds left. Bouncing puck. Ryan pressures. It goes D to D. 10 seconds left. Down low. Connects. Taken away. Loose. Side of the net. That'll do it. All right. 17 minutes left. Third period. Minute 15 left on Kai's penalty. Ryan wins this to Andrew. Andrew rips this in deep. Goalie out. Sets this up. He skates into it. Adams and Toyster with Crochalk and Delaney. Near side. Connects. Andrew steps. Puck is offside. Face off one. Caesars. D to D. Connects. Far side. Enters the zone. Drop pass. Ryan pokes this away. Ryan goes wide. Throws it. Nobody there. We're getting a change. Art's in Lakefield now. 30 seconds left on the PK. Dylan pokes this away. Enters his zone. Hart moves it in deep. 20 seconds left on the PK. Caesars with it. Easy deal. Through the middle. Good numbers now. Fink gets a stick on this. Pokes it away. Hart hits a stick. Not out. Shot through tip line. That would do it for Kai's penalty. Fink gets a stick on this. Parker flips it to Kai just out of the box. Kai takes a look. Everybody else is getting a change, though. Kai, it's in his feet. Taken away. Ball and Penny join him. Fink and Coops. Coops pokes this. Caesar still with it. Through the middle. Penny gets a stick on this. Shot. Loose. That's in. Tie off, Dylan on. Face off one by Caesars. D to D. Red line, deep. Up rims all the way out. On the net, Caesars with it. Caesars through the middle. Dylan pokes this away. Regathers, enters his own. Shot saved by Mason. Braxton gets Chase. He skates this out. Tries to chip around and get Chase. Cut off. Through the middle. Hartz takes this away. Backhands this in deep. Granville knocks this down. Pucks it in deep. Throw chalk with it. Drops it for Granville. Back to Andrew. Andrew around one. Still with it. Hartz chips it along to Andrew. Takes a hit. Puck in deep. Caesars with it. D to D behind the net. Near side. Ryan pokes this away right to Adams. Adams turned over. Caesars exits. Gets around Granville. Andrew over. Sends him wide. Sends him away. Behind the net. Knock out of the zone. Right back in deep. Fox changes. Caesars throws this down deep. Behind the net. Burns with it. Goes down. Granville over for it. Not going to get there. Ties him up. Caesars comes away with it. D to D. Drop pass. Picked up by Caesars. Goes one. Down low. The bumper. Shot. Blocked wide. Side of the net loose. In the middle. Penny. Goes one through the middle to Atea. Nobody there. Dale gets Chase. Dale in on the forecheck. Forces him back. Through the middle. Connects. It's around Costa and Parker. That's Day, ball, tie, Parker, Costa. Moves back to Parker. I think Day cleaned that up. Parker goes deep and deep. Good boy. Bad pass. Poked away by Parker. Bails his D partner out. That's loose. Side of the net. Over the net. Caesars with it. Behind the net. Poke through the middle. Kai takes that away. Shot through the middle. Oh, boy. Saved by Mason. Parker pokes this along. Kai chips this out of the zone. Day gives Chase. Not going to get there. D to D. Caesars with it. Far side. Red line. Blue line. Around ball. Parker with it now. Parker, soft chip. Out of the zone. Or out of play, rather. Takes off one. Think. Tied up. Back in one to Ryder. Ryder has his stick lifted. Trying to clear the puck out. Shot. Mason with the save. Lenny with the puck. Tied up. Gets it back. Chips it for Ryan. Ryan off the boards. Not out of the zone. Puck sent back in deep. Caesars gets there first. Tank picks him up. Eyes up the stick. It's out from nobody. Puck thrown out of the zone now. Adams chases after it. Bounces puck. Ryan moves it along for Dylan. Dylan tries to chip in deep. Taken away by Caesars. Payton gets a skate on this, slows it down. Shot goes through the crease, out of zone. Chipped in deep. Kitty corner, laying on it. Back into the long, fake. Rims it. It's going to be too far for Hearts. Out of the zone now. Nope, kept in. Through the middle, bouncing puck. Hits the post. Rimmed over to Kale. Kale chips through the middle to Hearts. Hearts and Dylan are tied up. Shot, saved, loose, out of the net. Kale on it. Flips it ahead, taken by Caesars. Now Langen with it. Langen backhand one for Kale. Kale chips this out, glove down. Mason moves this along for Andrew. Andrew through the middle, right to Caesars. Chipped off the boards. Comes to Langen. Langen off the glass for Kale. Kale tries to go through his feet to Natea. Doesn't connect. Puck in deep though. Caesars breaks this right back out. And on Andrew, throws the brakes on, takes a look. Puck's one in behind the net. Side of the net now. Parker takes this away. Caesars gets it right back. Ty can't clear. Now he does. Ty through the contact. Ty pulls this through. Gets help from the ball. Puck goes harmlessly to the board. Chips out. Top one, Caesars behind the net. Penny gets chased, pokes it along first though. Or not Penny, rather Ty. Tipped along, Granville holds the line. Out of the zone though, Caesars chips beyond Parker. Parker gets wide, sends him into the corner. Parker and Granville. Parker comes away with it, pulls it up the wall. Rolling puck, Parker skates it out. Over to Braxton, that's going to be picked off. Braxton gets a stick on this. Parker on sides. Parker knocked off this puck, comes in front of the net, taken by Caesars. Chip past Dylan. 3-on-2 on fake. Shot wide. Comes all the way out of the zone. Caesars. Ryan Hart after it. Has a swipe at it. Through the middle. Caesars with it again. Shot. Bouncing puck comes to Dylan. Ooh, dangerous. Picked off right in the middle. Shot blocked by Coops. Dylan ties the stick up. Throws the puck out of the zone. No icing. So through the middle, just past Hearts. Caesars enters in on Coops. Through the middle, feint. Mason saves. Langen on, Fink off. Hearts, Adams, Lightfield, Coops. Caesars wins this drop. Shot through, Mason saves in the corner. Down low, Dylan takes this away. Dylan winds up. Near side now. Through the contact. Puck sits on the blue line. Offside. Mateo Thornton ball. Lenny Langen. Ball in to take the draw. It's off with one, Caesars. Beat it deep. Through the middle. Tail ties him up. Puck taken by Caesars though. Yep, over the net. A tie stick. .808 left, third period. Ball, Thornton, and Taya Henning, Langen. Face off, and Taya tries to drag it through. Comes the ball. Ball sends one on. Save. On the net, and Taya gets a stick on this ball. Got Kale in front. Shot saved. And Taya tied up. Kale swipes this along, and Taya gets back on it. Jake, it's help from Kale. Kale rims this up for Lang, and it's not going to get there. Jack bails out through the middle. Offsides. Face off one, Caesars. Been saying that a lot today. Looking deep, Mason gloves it down, settles it, throws it off the board for Penny. Penny hits Parker. Parker ahead to Kai, around the hit, turned over though. Caesars rims this around. Penny can't hold this. It's all the way past Andrew. Andrew picks it up, takes it behind Mason. Oh boy, turned over, wasn't handled by Caesars though. Penny backhands this along to Andrew. Andrew for Parker. Parker backhands one along, just too far for Braxton. Pokes along, Caesars rims in deep. Martin out. Andrew tells him to go the other way with it. Kai comes down for it. He's not going to get it. So through the middle, good stick by Ryan. Takes that away. Kai gives chase. D to D. Caesars now through the middle. Tipped in the corner. Andrew skates into this. A little bit of time. Tank with it. Through the middle. Hearts turned over. Caesars comes right back in. Backhander. Easy save. Face off Caesars. Tank turns him away. Buck sent down low. Hearts gives chase. Ties him up. Scoops with the body. Tied up. Scoops still on him. Caesar still with the puck. Rim down deep. Got through. Mason saves. Loose in the middle. Adams chips it out to Liam. Poked away from him. Liam gets back on it. Taken down. Liam hard into the boards. Fink picks this off. Tied up at the blue line. And Taya goes in for the hit. Caesars collides. Ball on him. Turned over. Adams shoots just wide. Adams centers through the middle to Dylan. It's in his feet. Dylan finds it. Centers one. Misses ball. Pops out to Granville. In the corner, rim pass, Dylan. Gets by Granville. Good talk by Langen. Shot saved, short side by Mason. Ryan, Ryder, Hartz, Lenny, Durrani. Saved by Mason. Ryan wins this draw. Lenny rims it around. Hartz gets there. Pokes this free to Ryder. Can't poke it along though. Hartz with it. Tipped in deep. Up behind the net. D picks it up. Ryan picks it off though. Behind the net. Pokes it along for Hartz. Hartz drops it back to Ryan. Ryan, side of the net. Not going to get a shot off. Tied up. Hartz in with it now. Moves it up to Lenny. Off his stick out of his own. Parker in deep. Goalie doesn't get there. Through the middle. Nope. Goes far side. That's going to be a nice one. Takes off, tied up. Caesars comes out. Near side. And there's his zone. Gets away. Caesars with it. D to D. Back again. Through the middle. Tips up in the air. Langen gloves it down. Has that taken away from him. Mason with the save. Dylan, Jake, Kale, Jack, Fink, and Costa. South one to Fink. Fans on this, gets right back on the top. Overskates it, gets it back, throws it in the corner. Antea ties him up. Puck comes to Fink, to Antea. Back to Antea, off the boards to Kale. Kale and Jake get this out. Caesar throws it right back in though. Mason sticks this down, Coops on it. Coops comes out with it. Off the boards, Kale tips this back to himself, in deep. Going hard after it, going with the hit. Rimmed around. Antea not going to get there through the middle. Coops gets a stick on this, flips it up in the air. Kale gloves it down. Up in the corner now with Fink. Fink. Up ice, around the hit. Through the hit, puck in deep. Rimmed all the way around. Parker's not going to get there. D to Fink. Throws this in on net. Goalie saves. Caesars with it. Gets through, hits Parker, kicks it ahead, evades the hit. Caesars with the puck. Near side now, in deep. Mason sets this up. Parker skates into it, cycles it back for Granville, misses it. Jack in the corner. Rims it, hits off Hartz's skate to Ryan. Ryan's got Ryder with him. Chips one just past Ryder. Ryder's not going to get there. Behind the net, rimmed around. Hart stops this. Gets it down to Ryan. Shot, save. Penny, Day, Ball, Henning, Coach out. It's up in the corner. Through the zone. Poked away. Caesars gets there first. Puck tied up by Ball. In deep now. Shot through the crease. Penny's the first one there. As his stick lifted, chips it out the ball. Or Day rather. As his stick lifted, can't skate into it. Thrown in the zone. Andrew tied up by True. Gets out from Braxton. Puck rimmed around. Chipped in deep. Knocked down at the blue line. Lenny throws the brakes on. Tied up. Round one, side of the net save. It's the skate, goes wide. Caesars to the box for a rough. It's up one by Ryan up to Andrew. Over to Parker. Back to Ryan. Back to Parker. That's what through. Loose side of the net. Caesars on it. Back end up to the point. Cut off by Parker. He throws it to nobody. Caesars will throw this out there behind the D. That was offside. It's off one by Caesars. Thrown in deep. Mason fights this off. Gloves it down for Parker. Parker with it. 55 seconds left. Puck to Dylan. Dylan's pass doesn't connect. Thrown in deep. Parker to Ryan. Ryan over to Andrew. Offsides. Maybe not the time to be trying a new power play. Keeps to Langen. Langen keeps tapping the blue line over to Kai. Kai shot hits the paddle. Out of play. Penny to Ball. Ball at the dot. Shot over the net. Langen gets there. Tied up. Another penalty on Caesars. That will do it. Back over here tomorrow at Buffalo Wild Wings Arena for a game against OJG, be another Maha game.